Welcome to Lee Chapel Primary School. I am delighted to have this opportunity to show you around our fabulous school and to meet our wonderful staff and outstanding pupils. My name is Sue Jackson and I'm head teacher of Lee Chapel, and I'm incredibly proud to be head teacher here and have been so for 20 years. I have a fantastic team of staff who are dedicated and ready to serve you and your children. I want to have an opportunity to show you around the classes, to let you see what our foundation stage and early years looks like, and for you to get an idea of what our school can offer your child. For me as a parent myself, the most important thing when choosing a school for my child was to consider whether they were going to be safe, successful and happy. Safety is paramount to you as a parent, and it is to us. The safety of your children in terms of safeguarding their well-being and their general safety is important in everything we do, and every decision we make has that top of it. In terms of whether your children will be successful, we are an outstanding school. We've been outstanding for more than a decade, and that's because we have truly exceptional results. Our children do amazingly well academically. But that's not all that Lee Chapel's about. We also love the extracurricular activities. We're a school that want to win, and we want to find what it is that your child is amazing at, and I promise you we will find that talent they have, whether that be swimming, basketball, football, calligraphy, art. We will find something they shine in. We will have a club that they can do, and we will have them representing their school, because that's such an achievement and it gives you life skills leading forward. I'd love to say that every pupil will be happy here, but that's your decision to make. But I'm sure if you look around our school, you will only see happy pupils loving their learning and doing their very best. Lee Chapel is a large school. We're a full formentary school, which means we have 120 children per year group. However, we're very fortunate. There are economies of scale of being such a large school, and we have a separate playground for each year group. So the foundation stage children, the 4 classes, share a single playground with its own play equipment, adventure trail, etc. And they love it. Year 1, they have a separate playground, it's castles, and they love that too. And they only play with those 5-year-olds, so they're all together. The same for Year 2. Year 2, we have a fabulous dragon ship playground, which the children thoroughly enjoy, and it's their domain. And Year 3 have a separate playground. As the children progress to years 4, 5 and 6, they have a multi-use games area, they have an all-weather sports pitch, and they have other climbing frames. And they're older and more able to cope with being with a range of children. But for the younger children, the best start you can give them is that they are only with the children of their same age. Because children, when they first start school, they want to mix with children of a similar age. And we've made that at the heart of everything we do here. The heart of the school is play, and we love it here. Lee Chapel Primary School is a school that has our academic success at its core, and we do everything we can to ensure that your child can flourish academically and socially. And as part of this virtual tour, I'm now going to take you into the reception classes so that you can see the wonderful environment they'll be working in and the fantastic lessons. We believe in bold beginnings at Lee Chapel, and everything we do is making sure that your child has the best start to their education they possibly can. In each classroom in our early years, there is a qualified teacher and 2 very experienced learning support assistants who are passionate about learning and passionate about supporting your child to have a flying start to their school career.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Lepore, and I'm one of the reception teachers at the school. When the children come into school, our job is to nurture them in so they feel happy and comfortable, because a child that is happy at school will work well. We use our Jolly Phonics to teach our phonics lessons. Every child is given this book on the first day of term, and on the very first day they're given their first letter to learn. They bring this book home and they can use it to help show you the sound that we've learnt. Jolly Phonics is a very good scheme because not only do we teach the sound, but we teach the children an action as well, which helps the children to pick up the phonics sounds. As part of our phonics lesson, they also go and practice writing on whiteboards each day the letter. At Lee Chapel, in the mornings, our lessons are very structured. We find that this gets the children ready for when they moved on to year one. As well as our phonics lesson, we have a literacy lesson. At the very beginning, the children are listening to stories and acting out stories in our outside area. And the very first piece of literacy we ask them to do is to make a friendship card. This just tells us whether the children are able to form pictures, and obviously some children might be able to have a go at writing some letters. Very quickly, because of our phonics structure, we were able to get the children to label and move on to doing spelling tasks. The children make a very rapid progress, and obviously our focus is that we, in the spring term, do cover lots of genres, and the children move on to doing extensive pieces of writing of all types, getting them ready for year one. The other lesson that we do with children is a maths lesson. Obviously it's very important at the beginning of the term that we help the children to write numbers correctly, and also to make sure they have an understanding of these numbers, so they'll be counting objects, recognising numbers and forming numerals. This then leads us on to addition and subtraction later on in the year, along with things like shape recognition, capacity and measuring. At Lee Chapel, we use cursive writing from the very first start when the children come into our classes. This means that later on in the year they don't have to relearn how to form letters. The cursive writing starts with practice warm-up, and the children go over our yellow formation. As soon as we see a child is ready and that they can hold a pencil correctly, they start to copy the letters underneath, and it moves at the child's pace till more writing becomes independent. And then towards the end of the year, we're able to get them ready for year one by using year one handwriting lines and joining up their letters. The same applies for their name writing. When the children come in, they will start by tracing over their first name, and then as we go through the year and the children's ready, they do both names and on year one lines. It's very formal in the mornings, which leaves us time to have lots of creative play in the afternoons, both arts, music, and it gives us time to do some support for children that maybe need a little bit of extra help, and those that are showing that they need a little bit more push, we can push them on as well.
We are looking at our story of the week this week. Who can remember what it is? Karen? The 3 Billy Goats Gruff.
So once upon a time there were 3 billy goats, gruff, 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 who said, "This grass isn't good enough. We need to look for pastures new. Across the water a meadow green, with the sweetest grass they had ever seen." The goats longed to cross the bridge, but a wicked old troll lived underneath, with horrible claws and terrible teeth, and he gobbled up anyone trying to cross. Soon the big billy goat Gruff said, "I'm off across the bridge to eat that sweet grass." And off he trotted with a trip, trap, trip, trap, across the wooden planks. The wicked old troll sharpened his claws and gnashed his teeth, and up he popped with a fearful holler. "Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge?" "It's me," said the big billy goat Gruff. "I'm going past to eat the green grass." But the troll hollered, "No, no, I'm going to eat you instead." And the third billy goat said in a voice like thunder, "Oh, no, you're not." Down went the billy goat's head, and up went the wicked old troll into the air over the bridge. He fell, splash, into the river, never to be seen again. Who can tell me how they think each of the goats may have felt when they were crossing the bridge? Which goat do you think was really, really brave?
The big one.
The biggest one. Why do you think he was really brave? Aisha, what did he say to the mean old troll?
Oh no, you don't.
He did, didn't he? And what did he do to get rid of that mean old troll?
Push him in the water.
He pushed him in the water, didn't he? He's never to be seen again, which is great, isn't it? What about the troll? How do you think he was feeling? How do you think he felt at the end of the story? He may have been a little bit scared of that big billy goat. Okay, who can tell me their favourite part? What was your favourite part, Max? What was your favourite part?
He was climbing up the bridge.
When he was climbing over the bridge, what, to get to the goats? He's very sneaky, isn't he? This is the troll here, and he was really mad, wasn't he? He wasn't very happy. So hold up your 3 fingers.
Hold up your 3
That's
fingers.
it. And I want you all to say the word mad really slowly so we can try and hear those 3 sounds. You ready? Mad. Right, who can tell me that first sound they might have heard in mad? What's the first sound, Max? Good boy. What's the next sound? Nama. Ah, good girl. You lot are superstars at this. Ah. Okay then, and what's my final sound? I've got ah.
Put your hand up.
Karen? Duh. Fantastic. And then finally, I just need to check it. So let's check it all together. We're all going to sound it out together. You ready? Ah. Duh. Mad.
Right, so let's have a look. We've got Tuesday and number 29, and our learning objective today is to form our numerals, to form our numbers, and we're also going to be practicing our counting. To get ourselves warmed up, what we're going to do as a start is we're going to sing a song. Could you help me sing a song?
Yeah.
Looking at the picture, what song do you think we're going to need to sing, Frankie? 5 Little Ducks. Right, can you all show me 5 on your fingers? Well done. Let's push and wait for our magic to happen.
Little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mama duck said quack, 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 and only 5 little ducks came back.
Right, let's have a look at the numbers that I've already got on our board. Can you help me by recognising the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. What number do I need to write next? Cooper. 5. Who thinks they could come up? Put up your hand. Do you think you could come up and come over here for me and write a number 5? Jack Sniffen, would you like to come up? Can we give him a round of applause? That was fantastic. So I'm going to go down his back, round his tummy, take off my pencil and pop on his hat. Fantastic. Can you show me 8 fingers? 8 fingers. Oh, count them carefully, Tiako. Right. Well, let's see what happens if we add 1 more. Put up your hand if you know how many fingers we've got now. Who should I ask? Frankie. Good boy. We've got 9 all together. Well done. Right. So we've had 8. Let's count them for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then if we add 1 more, we have 9. So 8 and 1 more is 9. Right, now we're going to practice writing our number 9 because 3 of our tables are going to be practicing this straight away, and it's really important we start at the right place. It's a bit like when we do our letters and we stand at the policeman and the policeman tells us to go back the roundabout the other way. We're doing the same way. So looking at my pen, we're going to go, we're at the policeman, he's going to say go right back and make a roundabout. And then we come back to the policeman and he's really happy and he said, go down and make a straight line. Can you tell me, what number is this? And how many squares have you coloured? Could you count them for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fantastic. Very neat work, Tiago. Would you like to go and move your plane along the rainbow? 1 space for me. Okay, good boy.
Okay, let's practice our sounds first. Showing the actions just like you do. Take the lollipop. Go. Super. Well done. You're doing a really good job. Well done, Hayden. This is a new one. Hey! Super. We learned this one yesterday. Hey! Excellent. Do you know what this sound is? Brian? J. It is J. Okay, so if I say it, J. Now you say it. I say it, J. You say it. Okay, J. J. Can you tell your partner that way? Okay. And tell your partner this way? Tell the person behind you? And now, can you tell Andre? Super. Now for the fun part. J. Our action for J. You are going to pretend you're a wibbly wobbly jelly on a plate. Oliver, sit up please. A wibbly wobbly jelly on a plate, and you're going to go J. 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 J.
Jelly and jam, jiggling on the plate. Oh, what will I eat with it?
Super. Okay, now we need to have our ears listening. Ready for our story. If you hear that J sound in our story, you are going to wobble like jelly. Okay? So listen really carefully.
Jane loves jelly. Her mother has promised to make her some this afternoon. When Jane gets home from school, she has a slice of bread and jam and a glass of juice. She tells her mother that she and her friend Javinda have made a giant jigsaw of a juggler. Then her mother shows Jane the jelly she has made. "Wow," says Jane. It is tall, red, and has 4 layers. As she carries it to the table, it wobbles and wobbles. Jane pretends to wobble just like it and says, "Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate."
We are going to practice writing our J sound. Where do we start our writing, Amelia?
Leader on the line.
On the leader, on the line. Super. Okay, so we start our pen on the line. We're going to go up the leader, down the line, and flick. And our last job is to do a dot. Excellent. Up the leader, underground, and flick, and dot. Okay, right. These are called tricky because we can't sound them out, can we?
No.
They're tricky to sound out.
Yeah.
So let's start with our first one. If you know it, you can shout it out, okay? Let's do it nice and sensibly. Super. How can we put I into a sentence?
I loved you.
I love you. Aria, can you put I into a sentence again?
I am making jelly.
I am making jelly. The. So I want to see your tongue this time. The. And stop. Florence.
I went to the swimming pool.
Excellent. I am going to the shop. That is 3 tricky words in one sentence. That is super.
Oh, lovely bubbles, Evan. Keep kicking though. Now go again. Keep kicking. Oh, fantastic. Keep going. Legs, legs, legs. Good boy. And we're going to put our feet on the stone. Did you do it? You didn't float.
I see. Chin on the water. Little kicks.
One more go. Big breath in. Good. Very good. So when I ask you in a minute, we're going to do a star float, okay? When we do a star float, we don't kick and we don't move our arms. We stay like a star. Yes, yeah, like that. And we're going to tell you, or ask you, to take a nice big breath and hold it inside your tummy. Just for 3 seconds. Do you think you can do that? Yeah.
Check this out. Ready? 1, 2, go. Put your toes good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hello again. I hope you've enjoyed your virtual tour of Lee Chapel Primary School. You've just seen a glimpse of what we have to offer, and I really hope that we've given you a flavour of our school. We're very much a family school. All the staff, governors and parents contribute to that feeling. And if you too feel that you'd like to join the Lee Chapel family, we'd be delighted to welcome you. I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you and goodbye.